Good afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and Heather's above me, and Valerie's next to Heather. We have Valerie from Illumination Portal to talk about this Pluto in Aquarius and the full moon coming up, and we even have slides today. Woohoo!
We really need sides. There's so much coming up. We have to hone in on the important points, which there's many.
There's a lot, isn't there?
Yeah.
It is. It's thank you for having me.
We love having you. And we were discussing backstage how we need to have you twice a month so we can have you for the full moon as well as for the new moons.
Yes.
Or the new moons as well as the full moons, because you've been coming on for full moons now for a year. I think we've been doing this.
Yeah.
It's really informative and appreciative.
I love it. Thank you. It helps me too to explain it, to get it, when you can research something, but when you're writing it or saying it, it sticks better, the more times you do.
And it needs to get out there. We all need to know this information. I'm fascinated by the far away little planets like Eris and all of those, and because they're all coming into our focus and are really important, like Pluto on out, the ones I just love, the asteroids.
Yeah,
I really feel like they're influencing our lives so much now. We really need to know more about them.
I know when I first started taking asteroids, except for Chiron, which was an asteroid, but except for Chiron, they didn't bother with any of the other asteroids. Now they do. They're finding out they mean an awful lot.
Well, as we move into that photon belt, they come closer. Isn't that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean they're big players, and I think they've always been. The thing is, they kind of fill in the details of the overall big picture. Fill in a little, because it all depends where they're at, what house, what sign. It's thankfully astrologers who know this and are digging through that are bringing out this information, and they're saying these are valid. I mean, can you imagine knowing though all 40,000 of the known asteroids? The details.
40,000.
40,000.
Wow.
The details is like would just. But the goddesses, right? The goddesses are helping us through the ascension process.
Yes. Pallas Athena, Lilith, Black Moon Lilith. I don't remember all their names.
Eris is the goddess of discord. Now her and Pluto are going to really expose the underbelly.
No shame.
They both do. Yeah. And they're just going to call it out. Here you go. It's on blast. So we get to see. I'm really, that kind of concerns me. I'm happy for it, but there's going to be a lot of information released to us that we find out that we've lived under certain systems that were not life affirming at all for anybody.
No.
For sure.
We know, you and I talk about it. We all talk about it, but it's a part of this year. It's part of what's coming up this year. The demolition of the old construct, and that's Pluto. Pluto enjoys it on a level. Really, he just wants everyone to be in integrity,
right,
and be authentic and honest. And if you're not, okay, here we go. We're gonna make it that way. We're going to bring out information. And that seems like, well, it's been going on, right? You think, well, we couldn't possibly know anymore. What else could have gone on? And that's where we're all going to go, oh my goodness, So staying in your heart and staying
in integrity.
In integrity. Yeah, that's keeping
us. It's a big one, staying in integrity.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to some of the people in the chat room. Willow Love and Warrior Girl and Jay Bay, as I call you now. I hope you're feeling better, Jay, every day.
No.
Thanks
I
for
know.
being here, you guys. Having the wonderful Valerie here to explain what's going on in the heavens is always a treat.
And Jay, when you had an operation with Pluto hanging out next to the sun, I would say it was a successful operation, and you shouldn't have any uh, problems. Is that Pluto literally clears out things,
Well,
clears.
on that note, Warrior
Wow.
Girl just said Pluto's has most certainly entered Aquarius. I just watched 4 different countries have massive protests going on right now. They're tired of it. People are tired of it.
Mhm.
Yay.
This humanity coming together, and it doesn't. We're all going to come
Remember,
together.
Aquarius is all about community.
Yeah.
It's about unity consciousness, the collective, divine
Equanimity.
feminine coming
Yeah.
in to balance out that divine masculine.
Mm-hmm.
All
It's
the
been
air, all the tech.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we're going to have so much medical advancements. Just the data, the experiments, the things that we're going to, as we're finding out these horrific things, at the same time, they're going to be tempered by all the new ideas, all the new solutions
Oh,
that help the world.
I just read this morning an article for my daughter sent me about how there is a way they think they can reverse type 1 diabetes by, I don't know if it's new beta cells, how they do it, but it's something that's coming up with the drug companies. I mean, that's huge, a reversal of type 1, because that's where our bodies, which is what I have. I don't manufacture insulin. Type 2 is more of an insulin resistance. So you produce insulin, but your body doesn't
And
use
the
it.
type 3, I was reading today, the type 3, that's where it's dementia and that stuff. That they are saying is caused by the chemicals that the food companies are putting in the food.
Mm-hmm.
So when
All
they say
this is
eat
coming
organic,
out.
we're not being crazy.
No. And they should all be sued for but it was on purpose, right? And I'm going to say it. I don't, whatever. I'm going to say it. They poisoned the food, the water, the soil to keep us sick, to keep us going to doctors, to entertainment purposes only. But look, they're finding that out, that it's true.
Mm-hmm.
And what, forever chemicals in everything, everybody. I do believe that off-planet help is going to help us eradicate that stuff.
I
That's
think so.
also coming up.
Willow Love says she eats organic food. I mainly eat organic too, but not everything.
Not everything, but most things.
Yeah, I try most things, but even then, right? It's how do we know if it's in everything? How
Mm-hmm.
how do we know it's not in what is labeled organic? And so I got to the point where I was given the advice from my guides: bless everything you ingest. Bless everything you ingest. Constantly bless
it for your highest good. That's what I do when I eat now. I don't say a little prayer now. I just bless my food for my highest good.
Yeah, and and really, I mean, that to me is very powerful. And if I bless the water, bless the soil, bless the air every day, bless every molecule on Mother Earth. That us doing that is really making an impact.
That's powerful from light workers. To be doing that on a daily basis is very powerful on the planet.
Right.
And we're helping the off-planet help. Maybe not everybody can see them. We can't see everybody. We can't know everything that's going on. But I believe we have a lot more help and a lot more assistance, especially these last couple years. And it's really going to open up. That's the reason why we're going to see the distortion coming out into the public, because the powers that were lost power. They just didn't get the memo, and they're not going to tell us until it's absolutely necessary, until we say it is true.
Until we say, hey.
Yeah. And
well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but Pluto and Aquarius, so they're going to really make sure that what we going forward, we have powerful allies. We're becoming more than we ever thought we were capable of, in
Absolutely.
my opinion.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is January 20th. This was yesterday. Sun conjunct Pluto in the morning. That was exact degrees. They were actually at 29 for about a day, 24-hour
Right.
period. But this is the minute and 29 degree and minutes. Sorry. So, I mean, it's epic. I don't even know what else to say. It is so epic that these two came to this point. I mean, Pluto could have went direct anytime, any day. And for Spirit to have it on the same day the sun goes into Aquarius, you just it's crazy. I mean, I'm still just my mind's been blown for all week though. It's just like my circuits are going on.
I love
But
that it says we're at a cosmic crossroads where
yeah,
intense situations, major breakthroughs, and unforeseen and dramatic shifts are highly likely to take place.
Mm-hmm.
The rare conjunction brings endings, transformation, and the completion of a major cycle. Get ready to enter a new chapter of an entirely new book. Energy will be highly charged for the next 48 hours. Seeing
yeah.
1111, 444, or 2020 is confirmation that sudden positive change and miracles are on the way. Woo! I love that.
I
And
just
actually,
love
I've been
it.
seeing 444 for 2 days
Mhm.
now.
Yeah, me too. And you see, this is 48 hours just to get the stability back in. Aquarius represents electricity, energy, and it's just buzzing through. I think we can all feel it in our bodies. We're feeling, I don't know how you slept last night. I usually sleep really good. I was up at 3 and I've been up since 3.
Oh,
So it's just the way. It's okay though. But the thing is, for this to happen yesterday, it's historic. It's epic. We have we're just outside the gate. Now they're 1 degree and 0 degree. Okay, so that's when they were both 29 too, and uh,
says this conjunction brings magic and miracles as we see profound transformation and tower moments. It's going to be
yeah,
really interesting to watch the news. Hi, Starfish Jenny,
hi
Amanda
Jenny.
Carroll.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
all that stuff has got to come up. Pluto, he pulls it up. Thing is, okay, with the sun conjunct Pluto yesterday, the sun highlighting, putting the light, putting the spotlight on the underworld, on the dark.
right.
Here it so it's just going to constantly be brought into our focus, things that we never even thought happened. A lot of information is going to be revealed to us, but it's good and bad. But the bad's got to be cleared so we can clear it, heal it, move on, create this world of the age of Aquarius, because this old era is dying and
Hmm.
the new era is being born. And yesterday was kind of like the a birth canal, going through that birth canal. But check this out: for every full moon going forward, Pluto and the Sun are conjunct.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's highlighting
Wow.
all of that stuff that we don't even know exists just yet is going to constantly and then in July it's going to flip to the other. It's a lunar reset, but there's a reason for that. This is
Right.
all spirit. There's no you can't. I couldn't have made this up. Well, I say that since 2020, but it's seriously, it is so. It is. It's profound. It's magical. It's all these words. We're transforming our entire
Planet.
existence.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Our entire existence. I love it. And it says, get
Yeah.
ready for new chapters, new beginnings, miracles, and profound transformations.
Hmm. Beautiful.
Wow.
I am ready. I love how it says I am ready. I am.
I am
Okay.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Me
ready.
too. I'm been waiting. That's why I was so excited. I've been waiting for yesterday for so long, and it's just, it honestly hasn't really sunk in yet. So here
Well,
we go.
we've got plenty of time for it to sink in.
Yeah, we do. I was just trying to go. I have an Aquarius rising with Jupiter right on it, and
Right.
I'm just ready. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's been lifetimes. In fact, I bet that most of us have been doing this for lifetimes together.
Yeah.
The last time Pluto and Aquarius were together with the French Revolution and the American Revolution and the start of the Industrial Age, I bet you we were there trying to come
Wow.
on, and even though we didn't know Pluto even existed yet, we felt something because we have that. We're all signs. I just want to say that we're all signs, but we have that Aquarius vibe about our spiritual community where everybody has a seat at the table. Everybody matters. And I think we've felt like that for quite a long, long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fire Girl is right. Yeah.
Everything that happens here affects the rest of the universes. And I like that you made it universes because that's so true. We live in a multiverse, not just a universe.
Yes.
And see, Aquarius gives us that ability. Okay, this is another thing to open those perception doors, to see that vision, to be able to even imagine multiverses. There's a lot of people who can't do that. That Aquarius in us is motivating us to see, keep looking higher, keep looking deeper, keep looking. It's so cool. So here we got old programs, outdated structures, can't wait, are being deconstructed. Preparation for a magnificent collective reset and restructure. Truths are being revealed. We are reclaiming our power. Life as we know it is radically changing. We have reached a turning point in society. Our planet is setting and recalibrating. By the end of this transit, our societies, selves, and systems will be totally unrecognizable. Karma from the past 15 years is being cleared.
And I was
Wow.
going to say, think about it. They said that, things are being disassembled. Well, of course they are, because we're all doing our shadow work and getting rid of a lot of the things that helped make those things work.
Right.
Since we're getting rid of them, then it's just another way that showing that we are disassembling it, and it is supposed to be doing that.
And that's a brilliant point, because look how long we've all been doing shadow work. Again, I want to say lifetimes on that. I do.
Yeah.
We didn't know the name of it. Wow. It's so powerful. And the thing is, as what we just read is happening, we're more of our higher self is coming online, coming into us, to this being. It's not like we're a new being, but it's all the parts we've forgotten somehow. Had to reduce ourselves down into such a density. But that's all going to come back online. That's going to be shocking to us as we start understanding our new skills and abilities, and understand what it is we're made of. I mean, we're very powerful as long as we're coming from the heart and we state things from the heart. Otherwise, Pluto's,
Yeah. Pluto will get you if you're not standing in integrity from the heart, for sure.
Painful. Okay, Pluto in Aquarius. Do you want me to read it, or did you want to read it?
Go ahead.
The planet of personal power, transformation, and subconscious is moving from earthly Capricorn to airy Aquarius. Pluto entered Cap in 2008, and this transit will help shift the collective consciousness from a more traditional and structured frequency to a more liberated and future-oriented energy. This will be a time of transforming old paradigms and shifts into the new age collectively.
Wow.
I mean,
20 years of this.
Yeah, 2008, when Pluto went into Capricorn, that's when the stock market blew up. Remember
That's
that
right.
bad? But they went and put a Band-Aid on it because they knew they could get away with it with Pluto and Cap, because they just kept trying to pull a fast one on Pluto. Well, now he's been watching that for, well, not just the last 20 years, but definitely then, since 248 years ago. And now he's in Aquarius, him and Aquarius are buddies. And it's just going to be
Good luck.
Yay. That's all I can say is I can't wait to see what the year's going to bring.
I can't either. I'm so excited.
The next 20 years. Yeah. Totally
Yep.
different.
Yep. I like the law of positivism.
Yeah. Let's see what else we've got.
It's so important.
Oh, here you go. Expect the unexpected. Tips for Pluto and Aquarius.
Yeah.
Break free of control dynamics. Find your inner genius.
Mm.
Quit.
Do the
Uncover
work.
your power through shadow work.
Oh, yeah.
Just talking about. Break through your resistance to change. And do the work to expand your consciousness. What do you think they mean by work? Do the work. I figure meditation, reading about spirituality.
Yeah, I think it's what
Being
we've
the
done.
observer.
Mm-hmm. And look how much we've learned since we've come together in groups.
It's crazy.
I had no idea. You know, I love the energy when we're together. You can feel it, how beautiful it is. Any show I'm on, anybody in the chat, it just brings this energy. And then we have the groups we have.
Our practice groups are amazing.
Exponentially, we just keep growing. We have no limit. You know, that's another thing with Aquarius. There is no limit. How far can you expand your mind and see the vision? Keep going.
I know. It's hard because we have these little human boxes we put everything in. And the universe is open to, expansion, unlimited expansion.
Yeah.
There's unlimited possibilities.
It really is. So many timelines. But all those lower, what I'm receiving is those lower timelines, I think we all are collapsing.
Yeah.
There's just no,
Well, White Dragon said yesterday that Archangel Michael said we're on the highest timeline right now. And because those old ones, the old paradigms, they are collapsing, those timelines.
I love it. Love it. And I'm so excited.
What about Aquarius season? Free yourself from restrictions and limitations. I really love that about Aquarius, that thinking outside the box, which is the next one. Think outside the box, stretch beyond the norm. We get so used to our daily activities, we get stuck there and don't even realize it. Don't be afraid to be different from others. Stand firm in your authentic self. I break myself free from limiting beliefs. I'm proud to stand out from within the crowd. I'm ready to awaken. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, because you see, well, the old construct, you know, don't show yourself, don't be, you gotta hide. Now
Be invisible.
Be invisible. And the opposite of Aquarius is Leo, who is, look at me,
Out
there. I'm shiny, I'm bright, I'm happy. And that's what this full moon is, right? Leo. 5 degrees. I'm sorry. My throat. So it's 5 degrees, which to me tells us about thinking. It's about Mercury, right? Overthinking. How we overthink, how we look, how we dress, how we speak, we're really hard on ourselves. You know, Leo is ruled by the sun. That's our heart. That's our soul consciousness. And this goes back to the Venus in Leo in August. She was asking, what do you love and value? Only focus on that. And so she's gone through She's today, okay, now during this full moon on the 25th, she'll be in Capricorn, but today and yesterday, she's at 27 degrees Sagittarius, 26, 27, the galactic center,
Oh, right.
coming in with that magic. Speak it into existence. What is it you want to bring in? This is all for you, though, right now. This is us recreating, or I don't even know how to put the words. I don't want to say we're not enough, because we are. But more of us is coming online. More of us is
White
coming.
Dragon, I just was talking about you.
Your ears burning?
They must have been burning.
Yep.
I love that when you say something about something.
What exactly are you trying to say, Valerie?
Well, okay, so Leo is about us being in our heart.
Okay.
Being who you are. Venus has asked us to only love and value what it is that matters to our heart. What makes our heart smile? Now, she's gone through Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. She's at the end of Sagittarius right now, on the galactic center. She's sitting there having a conversation with the galactic center. I probably should explain how I see things. They are always talking. The planets go by each other, next to any point. They have conversations. So that's how so she's sitting there, and I got this really, well, it was the day before yesterday. Dream big. Make your wish as big as you want, because, okay, she's going to go into Capricorn by the 25th. She'll be at 2 degrees. And that Capricorn, we're going to have a stellium with Mercury, Mars, and Venus there. That's going to give us the ability to take self-responsibility for our new selves, for our new, we're not sure what that is. We know these things. We know we're integrity, we're in truth, we're in authenticity, we're heart-centered, and we're soul-centered. After that, you can build on that into whatever you want it to be. That's why this dream big thing is so important, because think of Venus as the ruler of our heart. She's going around getting this information for us, giving us this leg up, right? I think it's just so cool. It's going to be, and to start, okay, think of it like this. When you're starting off the month, the year, okay, started it off with, Mercury went direct the day after New Year's, or was that, and it was New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, Jupiter went direct. So it was saying, okay, it's time to go. But take your time, because Mercury is still in shadow. We had the Capricorn new moon telling us, okay, take self-responsibility of what it is you're creating here. This is, got to look at Capricorn like our lives are our creation. He helps us bring in the stability, the responsibility, the maturity, all the adult things we need. But we don't need that old patriarchal construct anymore added to that, where they threw that on Capricorn and Saturn. They wanted to make him the time lord, the time master, and you can only, you got to take your time and do it this way, and had us doing everything backwards and not for our highest good, really. So Capricorn's gotten off their train, they're elevating too. This whole ascension for Mother Earth is ascension for this solar system, this galaxy, all the galaxies around us. So when she's sitting there, Venus, talking to the galactic center, it's like, dream as big as you want. This is for us. This is us going forward.
I think by dreaming, it's not only what you want for yourself, but what we want for the planet.
Absolutely.
World peace. That
What kind of world do you want?
Yeah. What kind of world do you want to live in?
And it's not
how it is now.
Right. And isn't that what they say, though? The more that you wish well for somebody else or the collective, the more that comes into you. And I'm not saying to
Yes.
do it because of that. Sorry.
But we're part
But
of the collective, so what we wish for the collective happens to us too.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
but the thing with Leo, okay, being the full moon and Venus being where she is, it is Leo going back and saying, remember, Venus asked you to focus only on what you love and value as we travel through, right?
Hmm.
And here she is sitting there going, have you thought about it long enough? What's your biggest wish? Let me help you, and then we can create it. And of course, I think all of us are, especially everyone in this community, we want the best for the world. We know that having a harmonious world where everybody is thriving is, I mean, that's the goal,
That's
right?
heaven to me.
So I'm so excited. Sun Psychic Jean's here. Hi.
Hey, Sun Psychic Jean.
Hey.
Welcome.
My hype girl.
The hype girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah, she's fun.
Mm,
So
so
what else do we have to say about let me see. Wolf
wolf.
Moon. Oh, I found this wolf prayer. Spirit
Aw.
of the wolf, you who wanders the wild lands, you who stalks the silent shadows, you who runs and caps between the moss-covered trees, lend me your
Mm,
primal strength and the wisdom of your glowing eyes. Teach me to relentlessly track my desires and to stand in defense of those I love. Show me the hidden paths in the moonlit fields. Fierce spirit, walk with me in my solitude. Howl with me in my joy and guard me as I move through this world. I think a wolf prayer is perfect, and I think howling at the wolf moon is mandatory. Get out
absolutely.
there and howl at the moon
Yeah,
on the
naked.
25th.
My goodness. Seriously. I mean, it seems so primal, right? Because, and what's that wolf moon doing? It's giving us the courage to go into our hearts, to honor and accept ourselves, because that really is, yes, we want peace and harmony for the whole world. I would never not include that. But you'd be surprised how many people don't love themselves, don't accept themselves, think this, I did this a long time ago and I'm not worthy. That's, we got to get rid of that. That's what this Leo moon is asking us with that Venus there. Like, really honor yourself. If you had no limitations, there was no money, no time, no anything restriction, what would your biggest dream be? And speak it into existence. Give it
You
a
know what
try.
one of my biggest dreams would be is to travel around the country, meeting different people from our community, getting together with
That
members of
would
the
be fun.
community all
That
over
would
the
be
all
cool.
over the United States as well as Europe, Asia, I don't care. Just being able to travel around and speak to each other and be a part of that community in person with each other, I just think that would be so bloody cool.
Just in that
I
energy.
kind of think of it. I kind of think of it as if we were a band, we'd be, or musicians, we would be jamming with each other.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
that would be awesome. Oh my God, that would be so much fun. And every time we do get together, no matter where it's at, we are having this, raising this vibration.
Vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And there's,
Right now, just with all these lovely people in the
Mhm.
chat room and they're talking back and forth and communicating with us, it just I feel the love.
Yeah.
Whenever we do a show, I feel the love.
I absolutely love it. And this is this information, because the energy is what we all feel. We're love workers, light workers, energy workers, right? So we all get the energy downloads on some level, like Jean was talking yesterday about the downloads coming in, and
Mhm.
she's getting astrological downloads. I'm just going to say that again.
She really was getting astrological downloads yesterday that in that show after with you
Uh-huh.
and Diana. I was watching it just going, what?
I know.
This is crazy. Go, Jean.
Yeah, I love it.
Hey,
Because once
Judith.
once that turns on inside of you, no matter what it is, whether it's, saving, rescuing animals, astrology, whatever it is that motivates your heart, once that turns on inside of you, you're just like, I found another piece of myself, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Judith, are you are you going where I think you're going?
I think she's talking about road trips for all of us meeting together.
Yeah, but some of us have to stay home or nobody's going to be able to see us because they'll all be on the road.
That's okay. I'd rather be on the road with everybody. Well, here's some things that you can do during a wolf moon, and maybe you can fill us in further about the wolf moon.
Sure.
But the wolf moon is an invitation to awaken the wolf spirit within us.
Yeah.
It is time to honor our instincts, trust our intuition, and let our true nature shine without restraint. And that sounds so very Aquarius too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It says the wolf trusts its pack. We're reminded to lean on our support systems, be it family, friends, or spiritual guides, or our spiritual family online on YouTube. Inner reflection. Begin by setting aside a quiet moment for introspection and delve into your feelings, passions, dreams, and fears. What drives you? What holds you back?
Mm.
What primal energies have you suppressed or overlooked? Connect with nature. Take a walk in the woods or in any natural setting. As you tread, try to tap into the primal senses. Listen to the rustling leaves. Feel the chill of the wind. Let the environment speak to your soul. If possible, do this at night under the luminous glow of the full wolf moon. Ooh,
Mm.
nice.
Love it. Yeah, I just looked it up, right? A wolf, spiritual meaning, animal meaning, intuition and wisdom. And this makes a lot of sense, right? And loyalty, teamwork. Wolves are in packs and lions are in packs too.
Mhm.
And
True.
here we are in our group. And I don't well, I don't want to say that. I don't know if it's true. But here we we are in the middle of winter, right? And again, that comes up a lot, that to stay inside. We've been guided to go inside to really connect into our hearts from the fall and the winter. Now, next week on the 27th, Uranus is the last planet that's retrograde, and he's going direct. We're going to feel him. We're going to feel that. That's going to be, especially out in the Mother Earth, volcanoes or earthquakes or something. And she has been, you notice, like a lot of the earthquakes are out in the Tonga, like in the middle of the Pacific, stuff like that. Releasing doesn't mean that it's going to stay that way, but and the solar flares are amping up again. All of this is going on. So once Uranus goes direct next week, all planets are direct until the 1st of April.
Yay.
And then we have the 8th with the Great American Eclipse coming across. So what is it? Well, I mean, and I know most of our lives is based on the information we receive to a certain extent, but really we can create anything. As we're being the love we are and holding space as we all ascend in an energetic level, we can do. I don't know. Maybe this. Let me ask you. Do you feel like life is getting more enjoyable? Like, are you happier? I really
Yes.
like. It's like I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
content and happy, and I
Mhm.
think that's going on for us too. And it just
I do.
follows. Yeah. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Miss
Do you?
Jenny.
I
Hair in
mean,
my
it. Oh, don't you hate that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
now
right.
curly hair. It's so fine I can't grab it.
Yeah, that's the problem I have right now. So,
I know mine is coming back in finally, but so we have the message, I think, with the sun on Pluto on these next 5 full moons is to really do the emotional work. It's highlighting, not only is it highlighting what's going on out the external world, but what's going on in your own world. Work
Right.
on anything that's kind of stuck inside of you. And
That
I'm
shadow
amazed.
work.
I mean, and you really think that you've, done a good job till that moment.
Yeah, things keep popping up for me that I thought I dealt with, and every so often something else pops up, and I'm thinking, really? I thought we were done with this. Can we let this one go?
Oh,
I'm
you were
ready.
done with it for that amount of time. Now it's time to do it
then
again.
you
A
just
little
gotta go
deeper.
deeper.
Oh my gosh. It is so true.
Another layer of the onion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are a bunch of onions.
It make
And
you
that's going
cry.
to be big, though, because Chiron is going to be conjunct on the April 8th eclipse.
Oh, really? And what does that mean?
That's
It's going to
definitely
highlight.
healing. We're going to be healing. So I think we're going to learn a lot of information here pretty soon. Well, we already are, right? But the thing is, I can't wait till they fix this. The integrity the integrity of the media really matters, but as things come online, I think I'm just hoping. They're telling me in my head, that's why I'm asking a question, and they're saying it's covered, meaning that's already being taken care of.
Truth in the media, you mean? Truth where
Yeah,
we have honest
yeah,
reporting and not a bunch of nonsense from either side. I just want the truth.
yeah.
I just
I
want the
don't want
truth.
Yeah, I don't
I'm not
want
interested in your
unopinionated,
political
just
views.
the
I just
truth.
want the truth.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Just the facts, ma'am. Exactly.
it's amazing how we got so far away from that, because that's how it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that Chiron North Node, and maybe that's why they stopped me. That might be one of the revelations that we're dealing with, that the collective will be healing, finding out how far down, uh, how far away from integrity the media truly
It's
has
really
been.
fallen.
So maybe
That'd be
that's it.
interesting to see how that
Turns out.
changes. Because I remember a time when you could believe what you were being told.
Yeah. It was
Exactly.
new.
Yeah.
I really think a lot of it changed when we got 24-hour news. They just needed something to fill the time. So let's just beat everything to death.
Well, yeah, and I remember when they went to court for Fox, and then Fox won, and that's why we don't have.
Because they're not a news organization. They were a talk show.
Exactly.
Even though they call themselves Fox News, it's just nonsense.
Well, see, they call themselves Fox Entertainment, but they don't put the word entertainment anywhere where it's visible. You have to go down into the fine print.
Right.
But to even have to live in a society that does that kind of stuff, come on now, where are we at?
Well, it's because corporations are people too.
That one pissed me off.
That was another one we need to get rid of.
Yeah. And see, these are the things, right? This is exactly what Aquarius is going to bring up. Why is our food and water and soil contaminated? Why don't we have truth in media? Why are we not teaching children? Why don't teachers have the supplies they need to teach children?
Can you believe that? What do you mean teachers have to buy the supplies for classrooms? That is absolutely
we have to do some of
ridiculous.
that. And then the other thing is they go to college to learn how to teach. And when this is speaking from experience, when you get in the classroom, you're handed a textbook and said, here's your curriculum, follow it. It doesn't, you have like in math, I saw it. It was just unbelievable for math. You can spend one day on this. You can spend a half a day on this. You can only spend an hour on this. And you have 2 days on this. And things like reducing fractions and things like that. And they're saying, this is how much time you have to spend to teach it.
And they don't even teach you how to write anymore. That's crazy.
But that's coming back. Just like when they said phonics aren't needed and they got rid of them. Well, the system I was working in, thankfully, said, we're not getting rid of them. We'll teach what you want, but we're also teaching phonics. Well, now they're back doing phonics again. So it's just a matter of time. Everything goes around in circles.
Yeah, and that's that. I was just going to say that this thing about going around in circles, going around your elbow to your everywhere else, you know, it's just like, why? Why do we do it? Well, they like that because it buys them time that they can water down whatever it is that we're upset about. So it's just tolerable enough. Like, see, all that Pluto and Aquarius is really going to expose that. All of
Yay.
it. And yeah, he's
Yep.
going to be there 20 years, starting in November. He's going to go back out to 29 Capricorn from September 1st to November 19th. Barely. It's like 29 in a few minutes. But it just happens to be really bad timing. If you look at the
Or
time.
good timing, as the case may be. You don't know, do you?
Mm-mm. I don't know anything.
I know less every day.
That's kind of like the way you feel when you get out of college. I don't know enough to teach these kids. Oh, they don't know anything. I can teach them something.
I don't know anything, I swear.
The more you know, the more you don't know.
Right. And that's what's so fascinating about tracking the astrology, and at least the new moon and the full moon. Doing that keeps you kind of guided. Okay, well, this next couple of weeks, I need to focus on my heart. I need to focus, you know, Venus is asking me, what do I love and value? Can I answer that? Can I honestly answer it? Do I love myself? You know, this
So that's what we
self-love.
really need to focus on. We can just give them like 3 or 4 things that we really need to focus on in the next couple of weeks to the full moon. Or no, it's almost the full moon now. What day's the full moon? Wednesday?
Full moon is on Thursday.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we can focus on what
Release.
What we want to release.
Yeah, release. Always do the release first and burn that paper, and then have your intentions written out and really get detailed on the intentions now, because they do want the details from us to help us really hone in on what it is. I think before we were just too vague, and a lot of people just walked around really not having what they truly wanted, because they didn't want to seem like they were asking for too much or didn't know how to put it into words. Or but yeah, so
we really need to focus on what we want.
Yeah.
What we really
desire, prefer. Want, it just leaves us hanging out there. And I try not to use that. There's a lot of words when you're writing intentions or spells or whatever you want to call it that block it immediately. Want is one of them.
Want is a bad word.
Mm-hmm.
So we focus on our desires.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our greatest desires.
Your preferences. What do you prefer? And I like what Hollywood is dying, and White Dragon. Yes. That's all going to be exposed. There's a lot of dark stuff there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of dark stuff in Hollywood for a long time.
They use that energy for nefarious purposes and have since they created Hollywood.
I've seen those too, Jay. A lot more YouTube videos are created, narrated by bots who sound like humans, but if you really listen, they don't pronounce words correctly. And as soon as I realize it's not a human, I'll click off on it too, because I've run across those too.
Now that's going to be important because Aquarius does rule AI and technology. But when I don't know, it was a couple years ago, and I was asking my guides, well, how come, what if they do take over? I can't tell who's real, what's photoshopped. I don't know anything.
I know, right?
Yeah. So there's something there's going to come out with this, like a verification. I don't know how they're going to do it. I just see like you have to have certain things verified. This is why when Hollywood was on strike, they held up on the images AI images of the actors, because they were trying to just take their images and make movies or things out of it about them, and they couldn't, so they didn't get that, thankfully. But
Yeah.
My guides kind of put it like this: you will know, just like Jay stated, looks real, sounds real, but you know something's off. The heart's not in it. This is, I think, the real reason why we've been going over the heart, over the heart. Well, they asked me to start my channel about self-love and acceptance. Go into the heart, go into the heart, have people in their hearts, because once you know your heart and you know what you love and what you accept and what matters to you, yeah, we all care about our families and stuff, but what about you? What does that mean? What do you care about? What do you do for you on a daily basis that shows that you love yourself? Those are the things they really wanted us to look into. And
Interesting.
that helps us, though, because if we're connected to our hearts, we're not going to get duped. It's kind of easy to dupe us right now, because we don't know what's real
Yeah.
out there. So we have to look at everything like, until you can prove it to me, I don't know. It's going to, okay, now
It's kind of scary.
it is scary because
It's
they
kind
just
of
showed me
scary.
something about elections. They're going to try something like that. I get the elections, I guess, is what I'm getting, and
Say that
it's not
again.
going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work, but they're going to try to.
Oh yeah, they're going to say AI had something to do with why the election's not fair. Blah blah blah. They're already trying to throw that out there to be prepared.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It is, and we're gonna, okay, but as we know it, right? We know it's bullshit. Remember this too, because Neptune, we really haven't talked about him, but the North Node's coming to Neptune. He's going to cross over Neptune. This is how I can safely say in the chart we're going into a spiritually based society. The North Node's going over top. Saturn's coming up. Neptune's in Pisces, Saturn's in Pisces. Saturn's pretty far behind. Restructuring the systems into spiritually based structures. No more systems. These are ethical, honest. All that is, this is number one. We can't do anything going forward without integrity. So, but Neptune, since 2012, and we can see since he entered Pisces how it has divided people. You can see people who are in reality and who are not. No judgment. It's just that's part of what Neptune does. It's delusion on one hand, but you're getting spiritually, we have the spiritual awakening on the other hand. And it's a fine line, right? So that's going to play out. Now, this is 2 years out because he's at 25 degrees now in Pisces. All next year, he's going to be pretty much at 29 degrees.
Wow.
He's going to go to 29.58 in retrograde. So that confusion, I don't know. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's going on. That's going to be here for the next couple of years, and be very discerning about that. What information that we ingest and we really take as it's true. What else we got going?
Yeah, well, I was gonna comment on White Dragon saying that there was a lot of turmoil in China. Now, I personally don't look at the news if I can help it, but if you were to look at the news, I think you would find that there's a lot of turmoil all over the earth.
Absolutely. And look how close we did come, right? In a lot of countries. Okay, let's just go from January 6th. Before that, what caused January 6th was this, all of a sudden, this conservative right movement took over in a lot of countries.
Yeah.
Went to extremes, and that had to.
That started in 2016.
Right. And that is part of this Pluto thing. Like he went in there in Capricorn in 2008, and he kept trying to show us how, um, well, I don't know. There is some sort of distortion. They tried to play it off, but they can't hide. They can't hide from these planets. They can't hide. These are spiritual beings that help us, create our
Well,
world.
maybe
Help us.
people really don't understand that these planets and they're all sentient beings.
Yes.
Just like Mother Earth is a
Yeah.
sentient being,
Yeah,
so is Pluto, so are the asteroids.
I was going to say, yeah, they're not stones. And then I'm going, wait a minute. Stones are sentient beings.
They really
What
are.
you gonna say?
Any of this stuff, it's all got a consciousness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at this. My son bought me this one. Isn't this cool?
That's beautiful.
It's
What
got a
stone
little.
is it?
It's a carnelian, and it's got a druzy pocket inside there.
Wow,
That's
that's
cool.
cool.
It is cool, isn't it? I
That's
never
a
saw them
beautiful
before.
color too.
Yeah. I'm right in front of the window, so it's really helping. But yeah, everything has a consciousness, and to think that it's just rocks banging on each other out there in space it just seems silly. Not that I didn't think that at one time, as a little kid,
Yeah.
but I mean, we
I
all
never
did.
thought of a rocket being sentient
Mm-mm.
until I actually had a rock speak to me. Okay,
Ah,
I'm
I
not
love it.
crazy. This rock is talking to me.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Was there?
Well,
We're pretty much at an hour. Is there anything to wrap up? Well, I've got
um,
one last slide.
let's see. Oh,
And it
this is
says post full moon energy. You can access the power of a full moon energy for about a week, 3 days before, on the day, and 3 days after. A full moon energy manifests in weird and wonderful ways. This lunation is more about opening the way to the future at the end of an old cycle than deepening past patterns, allowing the light of a broader view of higher truths. I
wow.
love that.
Oh my God, I love that too. Because that's true. This is the end of an old cycle. We're recreating ourselves, our world, and when we're not at the mercy of anybody or anything. We can speak it into existence.
Absolutely. We have to remember we're the ones that create our reality.
Right.
Right.
We have to remember that, good or bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you want something different, think differently.
Change
And
the way
it's
you think.
Yeah, it does sound. It sounds like it's so easy though, right? But then
I
you
know.
find why can't like, just for instance, why can't, if you judge rich people for having money, that'll block you from having money.
Yeah.
Like it is, like these things all are connected. I just got to the point where I just send everything love and peace.
Especially those things and people you think don't deserve it, because they
Yes.
deserve it the most.
Uh,
The people that are mean and nasty out there,
yes.
they haven't had enough love in their life. So send them
No.
lots and lots of love.
Yes.
No. Oh, and I should say this. Uranus going direct next week. Now, Uranus rules Aquarius.
Oh,
It's going to be a big, huge player too. I mean, they're all in play. There's really, but Uranus comes in with the shocks and the surprises, and oh, you didn't see that coming. See, they love that. Uranus loves that one. You didn't see that one coming. But if you're in integrity, again, these are going to be cool surprises. If you're
Easy
not,
way,
they're going to
girl.
be the shocks.
Yeah.
So it is all based on where we're coming from inside of us. Are we heart-centered and soul-centered?
So make sure you are heart-centered and soul-centered. Make sure before you react that you're coming from your heart.
Right. And before you write out your intention list, if you feel like there's something that you aren't heart-centered about, burn it up in the release list.
Yeah.
You know, I still do it because I've been surprised too many times thinking I I cleared that to have it come up in my face again, and I'm like, what in the world?
Just
I know
thought.
Yeah.
Amanda, I think expect the unexpected is the key to Aquarius season.
Right.
That's the whole
Yeah.
next 2 years. In fact, that should be the name of my show.
Expect the unexpected.
Okay, I'm gonna use that one, Amanda Carroll, for Thursday.
I love it.
I love it because I mean, and this is the cool thing now. We get to create this. We get to create all of it.
Mm-hmm.
What do we want to see? We all know
So
what we
create
got.
with love. Create big and create with love.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's so cool. I could spell. Here we go, Amanda.
Spell hell, I can't read it after I wrote it out.
I know. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh my God.
That's
I'm like,
ridiculous.
how did you right there?
Yeah.
If I can't spell it, I phonetically spell it. At least I'll get
Me
it.
too. I get it in there. Everybody, thank you for being here today. And Valerie, thank you for our education today.
And I
appreciate
want
it
to thank
so much.
everybody as well. It's been great, and I love your comments.
Yeah.
Yes, we love the comments. Thanks for being here and commenting and sharing the love. And I hope you guys go out and shine your light and spread your love. And Valerie, we'll see you back for the new moon.
Yep.
Yeah, the moon's coming.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
got
for
some
having
moons
me.
coming. Thanks so much for
Yes.
being here. We really appreciate your education.
Yes, we appreciate your knowledge
Thank you
and being
very
able
much.
to talk about it.
Exactly. Bye, all. We love you.
Bye.